You know, usually I throw on these little jams on Friday. There's mostly little ambient things that maybe they stick, maybe they don't, and maybe it's some things that we'll use later when we get around to putting together a lot of originals. But I had a few of you reach out and say, how is it you go about putting together some stuff? And I am not the guy to ask, because man, I do everything backwards. I really do. I'll find a riff, and I'll build on that riff, and I'll keep working on it and building it up, utilizing a looper as I build each stage. So the very first stage, it's fine, but it's nothing special. And you start adding in the second layer over the top of that, and the third layer over the top of that. And by that time, about the time you get around to the fourth one, you're really looking at actually the main construct, what people that do it the right way, how they go about laying it in. So yeah, I'm backwards, but what I do want to do, let me see if I have the technology here today. I don't have the technology. I was actually going to try to show you my pedal board. I can do it, but I just can't. It's not going to let me flip my phone around. So what I've got, and primary of what I use for a lot of the ambient stuff, it is, of course, this bad boy right here, and that is the Strymon Nightsky, along with some variety of other effects that I utilize. Many are analog, and that's by design. I think I just about have it established to where it's most of the stuff that I'm going to require to get the sound I'm looking for. This, I mean, it can go from doing some screaming metal to this ambient stuff that I usually do on Fridays. So let me go ahead and see if I can provide you a little bit of an example of how I put this together. So let me go ahead and get this put into my slot right here. Hopefully it'll stay. Please stay. Thank you. And let's go with something really simple. All right. So that's the first layer. What am I going to do with that? I really don't know. I am, however, going to shut down the night sky. I don't need a reverberator for this part. I'm going to just lay in like a smooth little lick. Probably a little high up on the neck. Although I do need to coordinate it with my looper here. Second layer. All right, so that's laid in. So the next thing is usually going to be either another lick, but in this case I'm actually going to go ahead and build in the actual chord structure here. I'm going to take the chorus off and get a little standard reverb. It's actually going to be a spring reverb off my Hall of Fame 2. Let me finish off the cycle here. Once more. 3 layers. Now what can I do with this? Well, actually, what can't I do? We'll go ahead and put some chorus back on. We'll drop in a little bit of distortion. Call it good. Yeah, that's essentially how I go about building in some of these ambient things that I do. That's if you care. If you don't, I get that too. Anyway, that's kind of it for me on a Friday. But man, take it easy, rock on, and I'll get around to doing this again maybe next Friday, the Friday after. In the meantime, enjoy, and hell, man, we don't live forever. Get that guitar out of the case, huh?